What up, YouTube? So today we're going to be upgrading all my African cichlid babies to a 40-gallon breeder. And there's a few different species in there, but they've outgrown the 10-gallon I've had. They're about 2 months old. They're all going to run. There's probably like, honestly, I think there's probably realistically close to 100 babies in here. There's a bunch hiding. You can see them all up in there. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of different species. There's some snow white zebras in here, albino Africobus. There's some zebra OBs. There's some Lions Cove. There's some white labs, some OB Trupavasi, or I don't even know. I probably just embarrassed myself trying to say that, but yeah, you can see one of them white labs. They just ran back in there. But yeah, as you can see, they've grown out of this 10-gallon and well deserving to upgrade. And I love watching little fish in the big tanks, so I'll be moving them over to this 40-gallon breeder. I still have that Starry Night in here that is being rehabbed. He's looking really good, but he's hiding back behind there. So that's what I got to do before anything, is move this guy back with the others. He's looking great. So I think it's time to move him. So I got to do that first, and then I'm going to obviously rescape because everything's kind of just thrown in here for the time being. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut to when I get this guy caught out of the tank and moving him into 125. Alright guys, so I got the Starry Night caught out. And trying not to stress him out too much, but I'm going to show you guys the side that was damaged. You can see that it's almost healed up. He's lost all his black right now, but if you would go back a couple videos and see how bad this guy was, it's a 9-day difference. I'm surprised that he's even where he is, and I'm just so happy to be moving him back into this tank. And I'm just hoping that he'll be fine in here. He's a lot bigger than everything else in here, so hopefully that he'll be fine. But he got beat up by a larger female that was bigger than him. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy acclimated and catch up with you guys whenever I'm putting him in the tank. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to add this guy in, and I'm gonna go ahead and feed this tank pretty heavy just to kind of make sure everybody's nice and full. Kind of keep the tension off of him a little bit as I drop him in. I'll go ahead and pitch this guy out. Come on, buddy. There he goes. Yeah, it's so nice to see him back in the main tank. All these guys. Once he colors back up, he'll be looking great in here. Alright, so now I'm going to be getting ready to catch some guys out of that 10-gallon, but before I do that, I'll go ahead and show you this quick little update of this 90-gallon from my last video now that it's cleared up a little bit. I also added a angelfish in here. My betta fish is still in here as the time being, but I'm going to be taking him out here soon, probably tonight, and put him in a nice little cup for the time being, because I have a 20 long that I'm going to be putting these guys and the other betta fish in there. And I also have another one in my room already. As you can see, these guys are awesome. And this guy fell out of the breeder box into this tank with all these guys. I came down and checked it before I went to work and was like, what the heck? But thankfully he's not too beat up. He's got a couple fin nips, but kind of to be expected. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. And see if I can find my other betta fish in here. He's usually hiding up in this horn wort. I don't see him. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to add all these cichlids, or get the cichlids out of there to add them in this 40 gallon. It's super foggy because I just stirred everything up, but here in a little bit it should be clear. Alright, get back with you guys here in a few. Alright, so of course this guy's mad that the big boss is back and he's wanting to start problems with them, so I'm trying to just keep playing with them with the net to keep them from fighting, but I obviously don't want this to happen. Come on. Just kind of take his confidence away a little bit. And just float him in the net for a little bit, for about 30 minutes, until I'm done moving all these other fish out of this tank. Because I brought this fish back to life and I'm not going to have him get attacked and get hurt again, so get him at least a little more comfortable in this tank, because I've had this guy for going on 2 years already and he's my original Starry Night, so I'm not playing that. No. But alright guys, let me get to the actual meaning of this video and get right back to you. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to start catching these guys out, and there's a lot in here. It's definitely, you can definitely tell how many there is in here without anything else in here. How many would you guys guess is in here? Drop it down in the comments below. I'd say there's got to be at least close to 100. Because there's like 5 different batches or more in here of different fish. Because I had nowhere else to put them, so I just put them all in this 10 gallon. But as you can see, they're kind of outgrowing this tank, so they're going to be ready for a 40 gallon breeder. And I'm just gotta get these buckets filling up and draining out. Go suck it up. I'm just gonna drain the water real low and catch them out. I'm sorry the water's so dirty. I obviously just moved everything out of this tank, and then 2 big old sponge filters that are pretty clogged up, so you can see the little white lab in there. There you go. Focus. Here's some over here too. You see him back there with the black stripe on top? It's not very many. I don't know if they got 8 off or what, but the glass is dirty, so it's making my camera cloud up. But alright, I'm gonna turn the camera back on when I get ready to scoop these guys out, and I'll show you them all in the net. Alright, so I got the tank pretty much drained. Let's see how many I can catch with one scoop. Oh, the net hit the camera. See if I can get them all. Oh, I might. This thing fits like perfect in here. Oh no, the top. Let's see. Alright, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Alright. So it looks like I'll be able to get all but one, which is right there. You can see behind all the algae. So go ahead and pooper scoop these guys up out of here. We're going to a new home. Relax. Alright. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright. Gotta help them out so I'm beating them all up. Oh, yeah, buddy. Look at all them fish. A lot of color in there. Come on, get out. Get out. Alright. Now I just gotta scoop this one last guy out of here because he wanted to be stubborn, but I'm gonna go ahead and get back to you when This tank's done filling up, and I gotta acclimate these guys because I did a water change on this tank. So catch right back in.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I got all these guys acclimated, and I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping them out to put into the tank. Hopefully this won't be too much of a pain in the butt, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Another new home. That's only like half of them. Just try to go ahead and get the rest of these guys out of here. You know, I doubt it. I'm sure I'm gonna have to put the camera down to get them all, but that wasn't that good. Alright, so I'll release these guys and alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and catch some more for this tank and pick it right back up. Alright, so I utilized this other bucket and poured the rest of them into the net because I just don't know of a better way to do it, but worked out pretty good. So this is the last scoop of them into here. Look at that. To really tell how many are in here. I'm gonna have to put some more water in here again because I drained a lot out to acclimate them, but as you can see, there's a lot of fish. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys sit in here overnight, and I'll pick the camera up tomorrow when the water clears up and show you guys how everything's doing and how everybody's looking. Alright, so it's the next day, guys, and as you can see, all the fish are doing good. There's a whole lot in here. They're in every little nook and cranny of this tank. It really gives you perspective on how many fish were in that other tank. It's crazy to think that all these fish were in a 10-gallon. I'll go ahead and drop some food in here and see if these guys will come out and eat. I just scared them all as soon as I came up down here, so. But yeah, I'm excited to watch these guys grow in this tank and get big and see how they all turn out. It's also probably my favorite reason why I do YouTube is because I get to watch all my fish grow, look back and see how things change and how fish used to look. And oh yeah, look at this little cave I made. It's just a piece of slate and I dug it out so they can go up in there and add a sand over. Just kind of a nice little touch. So go ahead and show me some support. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all the updates. I try to post weekly updates of the fish room and see how everything's turning out as time goes. And I absolutely love this tank. It looks amazing. There's an adult space in this aquarium. And this is also a 40-gallon breeder.